It's the 21st of December 2019 and this Windows 7 computer has not been updated for over 5 years. Its last update was on 22nd of September 2014. That's over 5 years ago, in fact, just after, about a week after it was built. And it's got 106 important updates pending and 41 optional. So we're going to find out what happens when you update a Windows machine for the first time in 5 years. Will it still work or not? Here we got, most of them are Microsoft Office, security, Windows 7 security updates. So why have I not updated it? Basically following the premise that if it works, don't try and fix what already works. It's going to likely end up with something worse, but most updates are security related and I'm dreading it not working after I press the update button. So what are the optional? Intel Busk language packs. A lot of language packs wanted to be installed. It's mostly language packs are optional. But, Dell, we don't need Dell. Suppose we can install NVIDIA display. Add those 3 optional. For monthly quality roll-up, I'll leave that. So I'll add these 3 since we've got an Intel processor. NVIDIA, yeah, I'll include that since we got a NVIDIA GPU. And we'll leave all the language packs to the 4 optional selected. That gives us 106 important updates and 4 optional. So let's see what happens. I think I best do a system restore. Let's do a system restore first. System protection. C. Create a system restore point. Should we call it Windows Update? So we can go back in case something goes wrong, and then we'll start the process and see what happens. Like I say, I put off doing an update because if it's working, why am I going to risk it breaking? And the reason I'm doing it now is because Windows is going to turn off the ability to update in about probably less than 10 days time. I think early January 2020 they stop updates for Windows 7. So if I'm going to update Windows 7, the best do it now. Otherwise it's going to be a headache if I ever want to update it. So let's go back. Okay. So let's see what happens when you update Windows for the first time in 5 years. Last time updates were installed on 22nd of September 2014. and it's now 21st of December 2019. Install updates. I think it's going to take it a while. It's I think it's a 1.6 gigabytes of updates. That's what it said. Total size. Yeah, I presume it's going to take it at least an hour. In total, it's going to install 110 updates. 0% complete. And the total file size, it was around 1.6 gigabytes if memory serves me correctly. And we're going to see what happens. How many reboots? Shall I turn off Kaspersky antivirus? I'll leave it on. What's that? Windows is downloading. Downloading the updates. Oh, it's downloaded 45%. That's 2 gigabyte. So about 7 minutes into the update process, and it's preparing to install updates. So far so good. So it looks like total file size was 2.1 gigabytes. Downloads to install. You're always creating a restore point, so it does it itself anyway. Anyway, I created one just in case. Here we go, installing update number 1, 2. We're off. See how long it takes. It's now 3:27 AM. I will see how long the process takes. It's quite quick. So update number 3, number 4. And again, the reason why I'm installing it is because Windows 7 end of life on 14th of January 2020. No more updates, including security updates, and I'm not sure that you'll be able to update it after that date, and I've not updated it for 5 years, so it's better now than never. Might as well. Also, after I've updated, I'll look at what options I have for upgrading it to Windows 10. I'm sure you can upgrade it for free to Windows 10, but I'll look at that in another video. Upgrading from Windows 7 to Windows 10 for free. I'm sure you can. There's a way. See, it's installing the upgrade pretty quickly. I thought it might take a few hours and several reboots, but it's doing it quick. On number 19 now. It's only 3 minutes, 2-3 minutes. So I'll let it continue installing the updates, and we'll see if it succeeds or not. So it's about 20 minutes now since I started the process, and some updates have failed to install. It's now asking me to restart. Let's see which failed. Pending. Failed. Microsoft Visual C++ Service Pack. And the one that failed is a security update for XML. Another one that failed is NVIDIA display, which was optional. The one that failed, Windows malicious software removal tool, December 2019. Failed, supposed to be important. There you go. A couple more that failed here. Monthly security rollup, Windows Update 7. They got quite, they're the 2014. Got quite a number that failed. Okay, so let's restart and see what happens. Yeah. Preparing Windows updates, 12% complete. Do not turn off your computer. So about 5 or 6 updates failed to install out of 108. It's not too bad. Can always run a Windows update again, see if they'll install after the others have been installed. At least a good 100 succeeded. So it's configuring the updates to install after the reboot. Now shutting down and now rebooting the system. Come back to life. There we go. Say this computer is just over 5 years old now. It's been upgraded mainly on the hard drives. 32 gig RAM, so it doesn't need much. 4790K processor, 4 core, so it's okay, powerful enough. I will be getting a new computer maybe in a year's time. It's got plenty of hard drive space in it. There we go. Preparing to configure Windows. Do not turn off your computer. Windows 7 Ultimate. Basically wasting money. None of the tools are worth paying that extra. You're okay with Windows Professional, so I wouldn't advise paying for Ultimate. Never used any of the tools that they gave extra. Most people are okay with Windows Home. I would next time go with Professional if I have to pay for an update to Windows 10. So far the process has been pretty quick, quicker than I thought it'd be. We're about 25 minutes into the process. See how many reboots it takes. It's had one reboot, now it's going into the second reboot. Shutting down. Alright, we're now rebooting again. This is the second reboot. Come on then. Where's the screen? Ah, Houston, we have liftoff. You can log in. That was pretty painless. Let's do a quick check to make sure the system's working fine. There's on Excel. Yeah. without any problems. So the system appears to be working fine. Windows update. Okay, so updates were installed today at 3:49. Failed. 4 important updates are available. 2 updates selected. So let's see if I install them now. What's this one? Alright, let's install those 4 remaining updates. Let's see if they're installed now. Take long, like it's now 30 minutes since I started the process. So that's pretty quick. I thought I'm going to be here for hours. 30 minutes is nothing, given that it's not been updated in 5 years. So 4 more to update, 2 important and 2 optional. Let's see if these 2 final updates install. Only about, what was it? I think it said 200 megabytes. Maybe it's downloading them. Okay, so only installing 2 updates out of the 4 selected. So it looks like 2 have failed, and yep. So update for Windows 7 and security monthly quality roll up. Both failed, one's recommended, one's important. So that one failed. See what it is. Some updates were not installed. 2 succeeded, 2 failed. Okay. So we're getting there. Just leave it at that. I'm just going to restart with the 2 that succeeded. So we're going to go through this restart, reboot, maybe a couple of times. Okay, so I just rebooted once. There we are. Let's have a look if Excel works. System. Hmm. 4 important updates are available. Check for updates. It's a bit weird. Still showing us 4 updates available. So I just installed 2. Anyway, let's do a quick check for updates if there's any more. If we're still showing the 4, I'm just going to leave it at that. So basically that's what happens when you update your PC, your Windows PC. This is Windows 7, and you update for the first time in 5 years. It's been a pretty smooth process by the looks of it. 4 updates have failed to install for whatever reason. Could be antivirus. If I turn that off, maybe. Pretty smooth process, no major issues. So do check out the other videos when I look to update from Windows 7 to Windows 10, which should do for free. Once upon a time it was automatic, but now it's going to be a more difficult process to download the Windows 7 ISO, Windows 10 ISO, and update that way. So we'll check out the other video when I attempt to update this Windows 7 to Windows 10.